Today's story is Don't Look Outside, written by CYDVICIOUS. I've been living in a fifth wheel on my recently purchased property. The goal was to build a home on the 2 acres of land, but the weather didn't agree with that. I live in a rural Nevada, and the weather condition in winter can really throw a wrench in any construction plans you may have. Within the snow and the 50 mph winds, winter just wasn't an optimal time to build. Nonetheless, I still have my fifth wheel and generator to keep me up and running through the cold months. It's pretty peaceful, actually. Between the howling wind and the rain on the tin like roof, it's like my very own ASMR. That's usually how I fell asleep, listening to the therapeutic sound of nature. Tonight is different. There was a mid-case of wind and a light drizzle, but the quiet came before I could drift off. The sound of a herding dog who lives across the way is barking at what I assume is his flock of sheep. I toss and turn, but the incessant barking is refusing me to rest. I'm irritated. I understand the dog is just doing its job, but in order for me to be on time to my job in the morning, I need to be able to sleep. The bark is hollow. There is little urgency from the dog, and he sounds more like an old man coughing. It's a low woof, and it happens every 3 seconds. I imagine him nipping at heels, nudging the sheep into the direction they need to go. Eventually, the barking seems to stop, and I'm able to doze off. When I wake, it is not from my alarm. Unfortunately, the same old tired herding dog is barking again. I pick up my phone and see that it's 4 a.m. Okay, well, I'd have to be up in an hour for work anyway, and trying to fall back asleep with this noise would be pointless. I get up and start to brew my coffee. I'm listening to the rhythm of the dog's bark. Woof, 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 woof. He sounds like he hates his job. Me too, bud. I turn on the TV and put on a comfort movie from Netflix to drown out the animal. As though he knows I have tuned him out, his barking picks up. I roll my eyes and curse to myself. This is starting to really get under my skin. I crack the window and yell, "Shut up!" Before I can shut the window, however, I notice something. It's something small, but nevertheless it's there. The dog sounds more urgent now. He seems alarmed, and instead of the usual cough like woof, I was hearing, it sounds more like a panic and biting bark. He's facing away from the flock, and I try to make out the image before me that is clouded by morning mist and lack of sunlight. In the field of uneven grass and strewn about feed, there's a figure. It's just crouched behind a half-eaten bale of hay. The dog and sheep are in the opposite far corner, clearly unsure about the sheep that has entered their land. I try to force my eyes to focus, but between the bale of hay blocking it and the lack of proper sunlight, my eyes refuse to adjust. My heart pounds with anxiousness. Is this what the dog has been barking at? This person? Is it a person? It has to be. It has a very round head and a long neck and shoulders as far as I can tell. That's a person, right? So this is part 1 out of part 3. I do hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry for my voice that is not clear sometimes or not that good. I'm feeling kinda under the weather, so again, I'm sorry about that. And also, if you want to read it by yourself, I will link it down below in the description so you can check it out. And also, I hope you enjoyed the video. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you again next time.